How can something as beautiful as this be dying? A plague is ruining the land, but the tree of life still stands. Question is, for how long? End is coming to the new world. The tribes stand divided, in need of someone strong enough to unite them, or bring them all down. This is a story with an unusual... Welcome to Biomutant.
Encodez votre ADN. Définissez votre structure génétique. Choisissez une résistance génétique. Choisissez le style de fourrure. Choisissez votre couleur principale. Choisissez la couleur des détails. Sélectionnez une commando. Franc-tireur. Commando. Psionique. Saboteur. Sentinelle. Saboteur. Psionique. Saboteur. Psionique. Classe choisie. Psionique. Bon choix. Voici un individu au passé trouble, jeté contre son gré sous le feu des projecteurs d'une histoire qui a déjà commencé. Nous sommes déjà à une intersection. Choisir un chemin dans la vie. Ça se résume à prendre une décision ou arrêter de vivre. Toutefois, pour vous, ce n'est pas qu'une intersection. C'est aussi un choix, le reflet de votre ki, l'énergie primitive qui s'écoule dans...
Je me présente. Je suis ton côté obscur, ta voix intérieure plus précisément. Un écho de l'équilibre et des conséquences de tes actions.
J'arrive pas à croire que tu préfères cette chose.
Cette chose?
Toi?
La meilleure fin.
La gauche n'est pas toujours une décision maladroite. Des histoires de morts et de cadavres abandonnés. Un rappel que nous sommes à la merci de la nature et la proie des uns et des autres. Vous souvenez-vous de la bête qui a brisé votre famille? Ou avez-vous choisi d'oublier? Vous avez tourné le dos au monde et erré en solitaire, pendant que le prédateur devenait plus fort. Vous feriez mieux de prendre vos jambes à votre cou. Ce n'est ni le moment, ni l'endroit de mettre fin à cette histoire. Il valait mieux s'enfuir pour cette fois, mais ce n'est que partie remise. Espérons que vous serez à la hauteur le moment venu.
The Predator isn't the only threat. The wildlife started to mutate when the end of days began, and the Tree of Life started to die. The oil sludges everywhere. To most, it only means death, but some have adapted to the new environment and changed with it. Evolution has its ways. Small things for your big ideas. Look, an emergency box from the once was. A rare sight. That pipe looks weak. The claw bar should come in handy. Whoa! It's time to find a way out of this place. No, really, I mean it. The Morks produce biomatter in their multi-organ that they shed under distress. Blobs that affect the cellular coding strands of any living being when absorbed, including you. Hey there, Crusher. Toxanol built vessels called arks to save themselves from the impending doom. Just a few moves left. Make them count. There are few records of the chain of events that led to the big apocalypse eons ago, but it's needs a key. It's going to take a bit of puzzling to short-circuit the door. There you go. The wheeled one is outnumbered. You'd better help him out. You're absolutely drained. Fists of fury. That's the last of them. Let's talk to the wheeled one before backup arrives. He wants to... There have been... asks... The... The not... The tree started. The genetic evolution that occurred after the apocalypse that his friend Gizmo is working on a Mekton and needs help defeating the Jumbo Puff at the end of the West Route. Wiz is still repairing his octopod to confront the Merc Puff that dwells deep down under the surface at the end of the Northwest Route. Nocco has tamed the midget and is preparing to take on the Hoof Puff at the end of the East Route. Finally, Goop is almost done with the Goo Glide. a machine able to ride the waves of the surf all the way out to the Porky Puff at the end of the route to the southeast. Out of date. Regard. You're getting the hang of it. Quickest. Grab and pull. Know that the Tree of Life is dying. Its days are numbered. Without help, it can't endure the environmental change and assault from the World Eaters. A signpost maps it out for the cartographically challenged. Let's see. Must be the World Eater that chewed off Out of Date's leg. You'll need a hat trick to bring that down. Look, a survivor. Glad to see. Anyway, he needs help and says it's by your actions you'll be judged, not by your intentions.
Ah,
that's a spark of light in you!
That's right. Smack that spark out.
You don't have to be so harsh.
I'll take it out now.
There's...
There's Out of Date again. He must have missed something important. Out of Date says you will make a better stand against the World Eaters with the support of a tribe. The mirror. Regardless of who you choose, it won't be easy. The Myriad's conviction to stop the World Eaters began when the Leviathans rose from the depths of the surf. Siding with the Myriad's movement for wholeness in a fragmented world might seem like the logical thing to do, but is it the right thing? One thing's certain, though. Destiny arrives all the same. The Jagni tribe only ever had one conviction: to bring balance to the world by wiping out the weak. They believe a cleansing is necessary to restore the world and want to let the World Eaters bring down the Tree of Life. But siding with Jagni isn't necessarily a bad thing. Fate will find a way. Out of Date says someone needs to break the stalemate and shift the balance of power to either He believes the tribe Sifus, Myriad especially, will listen to you and expects you to pay at least one of them a visit and play Out of Date will be waiting for you. Another fork in the road. It's either the tunnel or the motor bridge. It's a bridge. Just get over it. They've restroyed this area, muddied up what used to be muck, as if it wasn't bad enough before the tribe war began. That's the Jagni tribe's fort. Their friendship can be a blessing or a curse. It's up to you. You're either a part of their solution to the tribe war, or part of the problem. Says they're wary of strange. They don't just let anyone see the Sifu, but there's something different about you.
Zata is the moi totloho. Kariesne stace. Paro, yaput.
The Jagni tribe wants to become omnipresent and, most importantly, feared. They want to vanquish the tribes, as the only way they can guarantee peace is through supremacy. The Sifu is determined to let the World Eaters destroy the Tree of Life, as it's part of their strategy to cleanse the world and start anew. He welcomes you to the Jagni fort and introduces himself as the tribe's Sifu. The news of a cold-blooded Ronin crossing the Great Wall through the crack in Bunker 101 preceded you. The wall that separates them from the other side, the wasteland you came from. He guesses the time spent there just left a blank space in your memory, as empty and barren as the wasteland itself. There's something about your spirit that sparks memories of you as a kidling. He can still sense you're kind-hearted. Sometimes one memory can make another come to life. He hasn't thought about your Muma for ages, even though she taught him a lot. He was one of the original Wang Fu disciples. Your Muma invented Wang Fu. Originally, it was based on unarmed combat and the 6 weapons: the boomerang, the shuriken, the bow, the staff, the nunchuk, and the hook and chain. Jagni doesn't want a new unity between the tribes. Their goal is to become omnipresent and says there is some darkness in the best of us, even you, and suggests you embrace that side of you and help them vanquish the tribes and let the World Eaters destroy the Tree of Life. He wasn't sure you'd do that. But it seems your mind took control of that big heart of yours. That's a sign of strength. The Sifu was waiting for something to tip the balance in their favor, and with you by their side, he's confident you can vanquish the other tribes. The one he wants to deal with first is the Myriad tribe. Their kin must put an end to the war before war puts an end to them. It'll cost bruises and broken bone, but they refuse. He wants you to focus. These are the new rival outposts your tribe needs to take control of. He says you'll regret not being on their side. The only way you'll learn their secrets, Wung Fu and the tribe weapon now, is if you defeat him. And that will never happen. Even if you see the world differently, you must hit them as soon and as hard as you can. The outcome of this war is up. Tells you not to be afraid. Once you've conquered the rivals,